It's a rivalry that defines the sport. One that everyone points to when asked what makes a good or classic rivalry in college football. The Scarlet and Gray against the Maize and Blue. Two diametrically opposed programs who will meet again to continue a rivalry that has had everything from Heisman statements to pepper spray at midfield. The old horseshoe, Ohio Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Checking in with Ohio State's head coach before the game. He understands everything is on the line in this rivalry matchup. He had a conversation with his team with the conference championship and the playoffs on the line. They have to keep their poise and composure. They can't let a rivalry game knock them off their path. We'll see how composed his team can play today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Wolverines ready to kick it away first. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Looking for space. It's Jackson. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. We have a new #1 team in the nation this week. Guys, they've made it to the mountaintop, and usually that just means now everybody's shooting at you.
I think a lot of people are waiting to see is how they wear this #1, if they change it all moving forward. But, David, talking to their players this week, they were saying they knew they were the #1 team before the season even started. Everybody else is just figuring that out now.
Yeah, and you got to love the confidence of this squad and going out and earning that #1 ranking, but it's another thing completely to keep it and to continue to have that edge and that hunger. Let's see if they can do it.
Opening drive of the game, and they're facing 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good 3rd down situations, execute on 3rd down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Say it. He fires one deep over the middle. Makes a grab on the shot. Off and running. Touchdown, Ohio State. Ball into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And they talked about his speed all week, but it's one thing to talk about. It's another thing to see it. You see that young man out wide, man. He can fly, and he runs right by the defense. They take a shot early, Palmer. They find the speedster, and he finds the end zone.
And I think the defensive coordinator right now is just kicking himself because you're right. I mean, they watched film all week long. You've seen this guy torch defenses. You cannot play coverages that allow this guy to take the top off and get behind your back line. That right there is just a big mistake defensively, a bad call. And kudos to the offense for finding the matchup and making them pay.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. Here's Underwood to throw. Oh, he wants it all. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
That's a really great play by the defender. And we obviously know the defense gave up a ton of points there last time. Now, the coaching staff told us, David, they wanted to be more aggressive this game. Here you go. The opening drive of the game. Great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, swatting it away, and trying to send a message to the offense.
Well, and sometimes the defenders, they're trying to make plays. They're trying to catch it. And a lot of times, because of that, they misjudge the football. I like knocking it down, making sure the receiver doesn't catch it. They were challenged.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. And he is stopped short. The defense gets it done on 4th down.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Throw it, say it. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical. Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end, covering passes. But when you get a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
They'll keep it on the ground. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for a loss the previous play. They give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. He will not get there as the defense stops him again.
Yeah, and if you go big, I'm going big. I'm going to bring in extra defensive linemen. I'm going to bring in my big physical linebackers. I'm expecting run. This is what they've done. This is what you do on this part of the field, so I'm going to play aggressive on defense.
Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be 4th down.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
So they've got the lead. They can make it a 2-score game with a chip shot field goal, but instead, the offense is out there on 4th down. They'll run it. He's not going anywhere, nowhere to run, and they stop him for nothing on 4th and 2.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Listen to this noise. You can't hear yourself think as this defense has them pinned deep in their own end. There's some room. He'll be stopped at the 15. It'll be a 1st down, and this defense misses an opportunity to keep them backed up close to the goal line. Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field, paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of
Breaks into the open. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense would be in a really good...
Wide open spaces. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Wolverines. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And he puts through the extra point. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Say it. With the catch, it's Jackson. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. The run inside. It's Jackson. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line. Oh, he's got a chance. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits at such an elite level.
And it's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Find some fresh air. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there with the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number one. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game in the toss play.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these third and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, a great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are two teams competing for national championships at the end of the year, and this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the two teams. Late in the year, it always mattered. You go back in 2006, #1 versus #2. So always disdain, always hate. Don't even call each other by their names. Like, this rivalry means so much to college football.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. They'll run the screen. Across the 35. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Well, there's a lot of different ways you can find explosive plays throwing the football, and one of them is just getting this guy the ball out of the backfield. He's got a very unique skill set, really soft hands, and he's a good route runner as well. And that was a critical 3rd down, pitch and catch, explosive play for the offense.
The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Running it to the right. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4 at 2nd and 14. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. They'll call a timeout. Play clock running short. It was down to 5 before the stoppage. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Dumps it to the back. It's complete. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
And the Wolverines are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. And
physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line, getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a one-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They took it 64 yards right down the field, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Bringing the heat. Thought he saw some daylight with this defense. Quickly, maybe picked up one on the play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, and time is running short. He'll pull it down. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellows, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the number 13 team, the Oregon Ducks. And it's the Hurricanes with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. That victory is a positive in what has been a very disappointing 3-9 season. Let's check in now on some of the other action today as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing.
And how about this? You get to start a drive with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's third and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position, just as they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Their first possession of this third quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Plucks it out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide, he sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass, you'll take that completion.
Here's Sayin to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Well, really nice catch there getting the first down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. And you think about Ohio State in the recent run.
Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeye!
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have one timeout remaining. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. How about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play. The screen always seems so easy until you find all of that traffic right in front, Jesse.
Yeah, and we see so many screens in college football these days. The ball getting spit out quickly. I think more and more defenses, Reese, today are just expecting it. They're practicing against it all week leading up to games. You can tell this defense well-versed right now in how to stop these types of plays.
Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he tacks on the extra point. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They want to run it left here. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Throwing, Underwood. Zings it complete to the right. Turns it on in midfield. There he goes down the right side. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
When quarterbacks learn to take checkdowns, man, they become way more efficient. They become way better. They get way more possessions, and he does a really good job. It's not his primary guy, but he looks down the field. He doesn't force the football, but checks it down to his running back and still makes a big play because it was the right decision.
This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. In the red area, it's Marshall. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. They'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Here's Underwood. Makes the catch. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football instead. They throw it, catch them off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan! They've got the lead here in the fourth. Big Blue with the answer.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country unless they can pull it together here in the final moments.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll go right back to it. Here's a little room there. He now has 72 yards rushing, and he is a virtual lock to have a 1,200-yard season.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Direct snap. It's Jackson. And he stopped, but not before he moves the chains. Pick up of 12 on that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Going to the run, it's Jackson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. gets in. Makes the grab on the left. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds. And now the offense trying to score one late.
That's something as a defense you got to be prepared for. In a 2-minute situation like this, you know they're going to try to throw the football to the sidelines and get guys out of bounds. So you got to have outside leverage, or you need zone defense to help out and try to bracket guys on these outbreaking routes.
Right on the money. Trying to get it in. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. The offense changing the play. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense drags him down. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. And he got it! They tied the game in the final seconds.
I am not always the most positive guy towards kickers. We all know that. But how about that, man? First opportunity in the game, in the 4th quarter, when your team needed it, the game now tied because of his foot.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throws it back. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete. The final play of regulation, and now we head to overtime. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Underwood. Rushes on him. Fires toward the end zone. Almost intercepted, and you just can't put the ball in jeopardy on 1st down in overtime.
Man, you've given up this drive and then come down the field, and you had such an opportunity to get the pick and close the door and shut down the drive and not give up points. That's a big missed opportunity for this defense.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Throws to the tight end. Almost had the huge interception there. Man, what a change that would have been. Instead, we're looking at 3rd down. The offense will use a timeout with a critical down coming in overtime.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
Now 3rd and long here in overtime as this defense wants to force a field goal attempt. So that is... has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Staring at a 3rd and long here in this 1st overtime possession. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You got to wonder about the play call there. 3rd and long, hoping to catch the defense off guard, napping, but they weren't fooled. They made a play, got the tackle for loss. Now you've got 4th and California.
The tension, the intensity, the drama, the offense steps to the line on 4th down in overtime. Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Fires deep toward the end zone. Can't make the connection, and they get nothing here in the 1st possession of overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth, Games that are so nip and tuck, and you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations throughout the week. It's important to drill these types of scenarios. You never know what games are going to go to OT, and when they do, you love to be able to go out and execute with the game on the line.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.